You're listening to Off the Vine with Kaitlyn Bristowe.
Hey everybody, welcome to Off the Vine. I'm your host, Kaitlyn Bristowe. Today is a really fun one. I wanted to have cocktails here to have with them so badly, but it is 9:30 in the morning, so I opted out. But I have Lance Bass and Joey Fatone here. I feel like I kind of reverted back to my 15-year-old self, which again, it happened at the Backstreet Boys concert. It happened when I'm in their presence. I just love it so much. Do I ask them about Britney Spears? Yes, I do. But we also get into where things actually stand with NSYNC today, whether a reunion is on the table, the songs they loved, the songs they maybe dreaded. We talk about fame then versus now. And we ended up just laughing. I laughed a lot because the two of them just go back and forth. I could have just sat here and not said anything and it would have been a great podcast because the two of them together are hilarious. If you grew up in the boy band era or you're just nosy like me, you're going to love this one. And we also talk about their new show, Cocktail Wars, that's airing on E! It's so cute. I love it. Everybody welcome Lance Bass and Joey Fatone. You guys, okay, I'm so excited. First of all, I need you to know I went to Backstreet Boys and I'm truly an NSYNC.
How dare you?
Well, I know you guys are friends.
I went to.
You did?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's great.
And then I wanted to know, I was like, I put myself in your situation. It's much different. But I used to get so annoyed talking about being the Bachelorette because I'd be like, God, can't we move on from that?
Gotcha.
And then I realized that's how it all started. That's why people love you guys is from the NSYNC days. So can we just start there and then get to Cocktail Wars? Okay. But are you at the place where you're like, here we go again?
No, but like you said, it's like what people want to hear about.
It's where we came. It's where we started.
We're super proud of and not embarrassed of anymore.
Okay.
Anymore. Well, but again, just like when you're in a younger age, you think, the world is it's all about you. You know what I mean? I know I'm not trying to be like conceited, but you're always like, all right, I want to do what's best for me and this and this, this. And it's so overly like stimulated that sometimes you get lost, I think, in that kind of shuffle in my brain sometimes when you do stuff. So it's kind of like, take a step back. Breathe.
I got lost on what you just said right now.
You know what? What?
Truly?
Where are that word salad?
Where are we?
What are you, manager, PR,
What's today?
someone
What was I
came
doing?
in?
What show is this again?
Where are we?
What's happening? What state are we in?
What I was trying to explain. Never mind. Go ahead.
No, this is.
It'll go like this in a minute. Trust me.
I'm
Go ahead.
feeling very seen right now.
You are.
Because I walked in and I was like, I had just spilled coffee all over. I had like 80 of these sheets. I had other people's prep docs in my hand. I was trying to like do the girl grip and like balance my coffee.
Right.
And I have chaotic energy, and I feel like you kind of did for a minute there, and that's okay.
No, but what I was trying to say, honestly, was because of the fact that when you're young, you don't think about the level of the intensity of what you're doing.
Yes.
So you meaning like, it's like, gosh, what I was going to say now, and it made me lose a train of thought again.
I'm sorry.
We'll get back to it. Don't worry.
Is this your first one of the day?
No, it's early. Yes. It's
Okay.
early.
This is his first interview
I don't get out early this morning. This is not good. I'm usually in bed and I wake up around 2 or 3 and then I do my show at night for Aunt Juliet. That's what I usually do right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm
so
old.
this is like middle of the night for you.
This is ridiculous early,
I'm
early for me.
so sorry.
It's okay, but it's all right.
We'll
I'm
ease
all right.
into it. Have you
Don't
had
worry.
coffee?
It'll come back. No, I don't drink coffee.
You don't drink coffee?
High on life, baby. No, seriously.
Just
No.
raw dog the mornings like that?
Well, yes. Sometimes I'll have like a Coca-Cola, which is caffeine.
A dash of meth.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
With
of
a little
course.
smoke of crack. Yeah,
I was going to say, okay, if you're not doing coffee, what are you doing? Meth makes sense.
No. Shockingly not. Never drank. Yeah, I don't like the coffee.
That's crazy. I get it. When I first started drinking it, I only did it to bond with my dad. I was like, he loves coffee and hockey. So I'd be like, I love hockey and coffee. I would just like try and drink it. And then I started loving it. But that's how I liked red wine too. My mom drank it.
Okay.
And I always thought it was so chic. And I tried it and I was like, this is disgusting. And I trained myself to like it. I don't know how.
I liked wine. Yeah, red wine was good. And then after a while, it doesn't, as I got older, my
I did that
palate
with
changed.
beer. You know, like when you're a kid, you're like,
cool.
Yeah, I like beer. And it's
like
like, this
beer.
tastes like piss.
Yeah.
But then like after a few times, then you're like, well, I kind of like this. Especially if it's extra cold. Let's go.
I know. It is delicious, but that's so funny. That just reminded me, I had to interview people at, oh my gosh, you know what? It was Topgolf Nashville. Chris Kirkpatrick was there.
Lord have mercy, yes.
And I had to interview him. That's so not where I was going, but that
I love you said I had to interview him.
I had to. I was forced. And I was working, my fiance at the time from the Bachelorette world was working with Michelob Ultra, and I had to go interview Kid Rock and a bunch of people like celebs that were there, and Kid Rock was drinking a Michelob Ultra, and I was like, oh my God, the team's gonna love this. And I went up and I was like, I like that. And he was like, yeah, Michelob Ultra's great if you like Tooth Fairy piss. And it was live, and I was like,
Okay.
I was like,
Thanks.
oh no,
It's too
moving on.
healthy.
Let's go back to Chris. Okay, back to NSYNC days. I feel like everyone also, you know how the internet works. They make assumptions, they fill in the blanks, but everyone assumes they know where the five of you stand today. But what is the truth?
Oh, if we
Where
like
do we
each other?
stand?
Yeah.
I stand right next to Lance and do a
We're
show
actually
called Cocktail Wars.
sitting
No, but
right
when
now.
we're hosting the show.
Oh, we do stand.
We stand.
You
Some
do
of the time.
stand,
We actually
yes.
sit too. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
it's a whole-
it's a
it's
lot of work. It's just sitting and standing
Sipping.
and sipping.
This feels like a media trained answer.
No, we all love each other. Obviously, we're
Yes, of course.
family for life. You can't choose your family. That is
True.
for sure.
That's 100% true.
But yeah, I mean, we talk a lot.
It's always interesting because obviously, the question is, are we getting back together? What are we doing? And the fun thing is we get to do stuff like this to where even though we're not doing the group thing, me and him are doing stuff together. Sometimes him and Chris will do stuff, or the three of us will do stuff. Lance and JC will do things. So it's fun that now we're in a time and place, especially they got kids now. I mean,
Yeah.
I do too, but I think the whole thing about it is now that there's kids into play, there's a lot more time that you're spending with your children, except for JC. Lucky guy.
He's got a dog.
He's got a dog.
Is he child free with the dog? That's
Yes.
me right now. Yeah.
He's smart.
He's living a life.
He's one of those just jet setting everywhere and getting.
But now I'm living free almost. My kid's 25 and the other one's 16. So yeah.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're old.
Wait,
It's
that's
wacky.
crazy.
Yeah.
That must feel wild to have a 25-year-old.
I was
and 16,
23 when I had my first kid and we were on
Wow.
tour. Yeah, that's weird.
Okay, that's crazy.
That's called old.
How old were you when the band broke up?
Yeah, like 24, 25. A little bit after that.
Yeah.
Brianna was 2 or 3.
2002.
2001.
One. Like, do you
Ish.
remember your?
No, I'm talking about,
I think when your daughter was born.
No,
Like,
2000.
you don't remember?
Yeah, no,
You're just
2001.
throwing ish on everything.
That's
Ish.
2001. But I think we around the same time.
Is it crazy that to
Wacky.
this day fans still dissect like every social media interaction?
It's
Like, does it
wacky.
make you laugh, or are you like, get a grip, or what's the?
You know what? It's one of those things where it's a combination, honestly.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
one of those things that sometimes it's like, all right, I get it because we haven't done anything together as a group or something else. But then it's like, okay, how many years has it been now?
Right.
We're all doing things and we're all individually doing things. It's okay to move on from
because
things.
people
And it's okay to
compare.
remember, though, as well.
People compare. They go, well, Backstreet Boys are doing
good
it.
for
Why
them.
do-"
That's great. I love
but,
it.
But it's so funny that people think you need to follow the same.
Not everybody does.
Yeah.
But again, people have just different personalities and different
But
different
it's
likes.
also our fault for teasing them a lot. I mean, there's been a lot of
Fair.
over the years. We've had talks about doing things. We've been so
That's so
close
fair.
to doing things. So, we were almost there.
Yeah,
so
I
they
think
were
right time for everything. There's a right
but
time
then it
for
just didn't
everything,
work
I think.
out.
That's a good point. I mean, to actually do that would be the most time-consuming thing you guys
It's a
could ever do.
commitment.
Yeah,
It is a commitment. And think about it. You got 5 individual guys now that are grown adults that have lives. And again, like I said, because it's so hard to be like, okay, we need to take a break and be there for 2 or 3 years, literally to see
Right.
if we want to do this or let this ball roll or whatever. So it's going to take some time if we decide to do something like that.
Well, the people would go bonkers if you
Hey,
did. But
me too.
There's you too. I would. I'd freak out. But also, I feel like people always want to know why bands break up. But like, I'm pretty sure you guys just got to an age where it was like, you're not
you
a
get
boy band
older.
anymore. You're men.
What was that? Yeah, because we didn't really break up.
Yeah.
It just fizzled. It's
Yeah.
like
Everybody had their own
when we
views.
took the hiatus, we all really thought it was a hiatus, and we all started doing things, and it just kept going and going and going. We're like, so I guess we're not gonna do new music together.
Right.
So it was never a
Like a,
this
hey,
is
that's
it.
it.
It's over.
Yeah, some blow up
Yeah.
wherever. Yeah, I know.
This is over. I don't want to do it
I don't want to do it. anymore. Somebody punched somebody in the face. It
Seats taken.
It would be way more fun. That'd be a better movie.
That would be a better movie, but that's not
If they
how it
ever
went
make a
down.
movie, we should just like create that drama.
Yeah, we had to fight.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Me and
thinking.
Lance just beat
I
each
can
other
see
up.
it.
Lance and I.
Lance and I.
That's in me.
Did you really?
Please correct me if
in Florida.
I went to high school in Mississippi. So let me-
I barely graduated high school.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
It was really something. Now I forget what I was going to say.
I'm
See,
sorry,
now
we
you're on the
got
same
that.
path that I was earlier.
Yeah, I'm
Back to that.
Now you
Adults
feel
and
seen.
I'm kidding. I will not do that again.
Gosh, do you think? And then I'll shut up. If you guys had 6 months free, you could make something happen.
If all of us had 6 months,
That's what I
free,
mean,
yeah,
that's
that
what
would
it's
be
Anybody
great.
had
impossible.
6 months. You can make a lot of things in 6
Yeah.
months. I can crochet. I can diamond paint.
I remember.
I can-
I remember what I was going to say.
Oh, go ahead.
I was talking to somebody else about how there's so much footage of when somebody makes a documentary, like all of a sudden you're like, how did you have footage from like you're born till like, and it's videos of like Taylor Swift singing and dancing and doing all her things, all growing up's documented. You guys would have so much
We do.
Footage.
We do. I have a bunch of footage.
He used to film
Really?
My back in the day, I got a camera when we started touring on Germany, and just said my ex-wife was like, "Hey, document everything."
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. So I literally had the camera, and then after a while, my brother got hired to be a videographer for us, and he videotaped everything. So there are a lot of footage. There's a bunch of tapes somewhere, I'm sure.
Can you guys make a movie or something?
We figure it out maybe one day. We got a bunch of stuff to do. Everybody, if we collectively actually put stuff together.
There's rumors that someone's putting together a biopic on us. We have no involvement in it, but
Yeah.
Really?
That too, yeah.
yeah, so we'll see what they do.
What the input is.
Wait, I was watching Cocktail Wars last night, and you guys had, I forget his last name, Justin from...
Sylvester.
He's so cute. He was really fun to watch too, but he came in and made a little Justin joke.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was that one or Baldoni. That's what I took it as. As I looked at both of them, I thought it was
Timberlake because we were in a
come
band
on, we're trying to
with
change it.
Timber-
Trying to change it, kids.
I know, but he made a, and I was
go
like,
along
look
with
at
it?
that.
Where'd Donnie come
Could
from?
you just go along with it? We're trying to divert. This was the way I was doing it. No, but yeah, I don't know.
You
He
want to
took a
divert from
stab.
Timberlake to Beltani? Yeah, let's get
Sure.
into that. Okay. Yeah.
I love this.
I don't know. He made it, but I thought it was funny.
It was
I think
funny. No, it was hilarious. I just like when I'm like, they did the thing. But I feel like everyone always wants to know about Justin for sure. But I actually want to know what it felt like in 2023, 2024, when you guys all got back into the studio together.
It was like riding a bike.
It was.
Honestly,
I was going to say, it was either like riding a bike and like so familiar
Went
or
in the
like
studio,
really
sing your
awkward.
part, do this, do that. And I was like, yeah.
Revert back to your 17, 18 years
Totally.
old. The fart
Being in the
jokes,
studio,
all that.
yeah.
I mean, just it's like no day has passed.
Yeah.
And that was really, it was a special time because we didn't know we were going to get together and do more music. It just, the opportunity landed in our lap for Trolls.
Yeah.
We ended up recording, no one knows this. We recorded three songs that day.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we were just, having fun. It was just like old times. And then unfortunately, things happened where that's when the strike happened right after
Yeah.
Trolls. So we weren't even allowed to talk about the
the
song.
movie.
Maybe-
Yeah, we were.
That's
yeah.
why we were at the VMAs and we did that with, Taylor
Yeah,
Swift. We
yeah.
couldn't even
We couldn't perform the
speak of
song. We
anything.
couldn't do anything.
And we were all down to do something together. We were really talking about it. And then the strike really
Oh, what a
screwed
bummer.
everything
Yeah, and
up.
like
So-
last minute there was a premiere for it, and we literally scrounged around to go to it.
Yeah.
So it was like everything was like last minute because after the strike, but it was
Right.
So you can blame
Kinda
the
sucked.
SAG
Yeah.
strike.
I'm
Thanks a lot.
gonna blame them for that one. Did you guys get invited to Taylor Swift's wedding?
no.
No. Well, I mean, I did. They did.
I mean, I got
Sore subject.
Oh, is it?
I was supposed to perform, but I
shoot.
declined. I was doing Anne Juliet.
Yeah,
I
you were a little
declined just
busy.
because the other guys didn't get invited.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
out of respect, I didn't go.
That's
You're
very
welcome.
fair.
Yeah, you're welcome. The gift bags look great.
Dude, did you see that?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
They
They
got
were
all
like
kinds of
giving
stuff.
out those kinds of Chanel bags.
Yeah. Someone won a car.
Yeah, someone won a car.
Oh, like this is the type of wedding I want to go
What
to.
kind of wedding does that? Hey, I'm going to give you guys stuff. Shouldn't you?
Well, what
be
kind of
getting-
wedding is
Taylor
at
Swift.
MSG?
She's a giver.
She is a giver.
But I would
She's
have
a
given her
national
I
treasure.
understand, but give her a bracelet, a friendship bracelet. Maybe
I gave her a
something that
friendship
you-
bracelet.
Yeah, we know you
What
did.
did she give me? Not a
Nothing.
goodie bag.
Not an invite. Not an invite.
nothing.
You didn't get a car? I just want to let you two go.
This is what happens on the show. This is what you're
know.
going to see.
It's so
true.
fun.
We'll be shooting the show. We're on the couch, talking. And we're like, oh crap, there's a competition going
Well,
on.
here in our ear, like, can you yell out? You got 5 minutes. We're like, why? We're talking.
Well, yeah, we're busy. That's so fun. I feel like that sometimes when I podcast with my friends, I forget that I'm doing a podcast and all of a sudden I'm talking about very inappropriate things. I'm like, oh, we're rolling. Okay, got it. I want to know when you guys like knew that you were pop culture history, like a part of something really big.
Oh, I don't know if we ever kind of knew because when you're doing it,
Yeah, you're in it.
You
you're
don't
in
know
it.
what's happening.
I think the only
Right.
thing is around us. Like, for instance, we wore the FUBU jerseys. And then all of a sudden, everybody started wearing
yeah.
FUBU. I think that's when things where you started to do something and then people were trending it and doing it.
Yeah,
and
you
you're
were
kind of like,
trendsetters.
and this
all of a
is before
sudden
trending was
Frosted
trending.
Tips is taken off.
Exactly.
What?
My stepdad did Frosted Tips.
Yeah?
I wonder if he got it from you.
I'm sure
Probably.
he did. I mean, come on. No, it's
Frosted Tips,
but
dyeing your hair red, all
Literally,
that
when
stuff.
we were living it, we didn't know how big it had gotten because
Right.
well, we started very humbly in Orlando and we couldn't get a record deal. Then we moved to Germany, signed to Germany for 2
my
years.
gosh.
So we were kind of living this weird life that didn't seem real.
Yeah, it was like an out-of-body experience because everything that we did over there wasn't like big to us. So like
Yeah.
if we did like some big show over there, everybody's like, "Oh my god, you did the show!" And we're like, "Yay!" We don't know it. If we did like Jay Leno or something on here, then we go, "Okay, that's a
did
big show."
Vendas?
Yeah, exactly.
Vendas?
Wow, and we're like,
Like,
"Yeah."
Okay. So we
That's
didn't
crazy.
really
No clue.
understand how big it was. And then,
Wow.
of course, we didn't have time to watch television or listen to radio. So we didn't know we didn't know how big the group was getting at the time.
Right.
Which was kind of good that we just lived
I
in our own
was
little
wondering
world.
if you like, because you guys really had to work for your career where. And people still do, of course, but there's TikTok and it's very, you can go viral.
It's
and-
instant. It's instant now. You didn't have to wait online to get a CD or buy a ticket.
Back in our day, we had to go to every radio station in order to
Truly.
get a single played. And now you just kind of get in front of a camera and visit all the radio stations.
We could just do Off the Vine and then not have to do anything else.
It's
I
true.
quit.
This one would just blow you right up. This is all you need, right?
it.
here.
But it's true though. It does branch out. Where back in the day, you literally had to either record it or you had to watch it live.
Yeah. What is something people romanticized about those times that you're like, no, it was the biggest grind of life?
Oh my gosh. I mean, everyone thinks it's so glamorous.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, the best is when you see videos. Speaking of all documentary stuff, like videos that I have, all of us are sleeping on the floor, in the corner, in the couch.
One eye
Like we're
open.
all,
Wherever you can,
anybody. Anytime we got a chance, we tried to sleep.
Yeah.
Somebody was sleeping in some way, shape, or form. And we were sitting there from like 6 a.m. when we would do a photo shoot all the way up until 6 or 7 p.m. and then have to go out to dinner with the record company and then schmooze and all. And by that time, you're just a zombie. And you're like, okay, I'm ready to go to bed. Can we just do what we really came here to do and perform and sing?
Right.
That was the hard part. That was the grind.
No, I can't even imagine it. But thank God you were in your 20s. But still,
Yes.
who is the biggest like diva to travel with?
Me. No, I'm kidding.
No one was really a diva.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I
talk
just-
about not being a diva. We had a security guard that was our security, our manager, and our wardrobe person. There were times that we would travel and the wardrobe trunks would sit there and he would go, oh, I forgot to put it at the cleaners. And we would wear
stinky.
these nasty,
Stop it.
sweaty outfits that were in a case that traveled from one country to another.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Ew.
Oh, this is bad again. This is like, we were
And
16,
it helps
17
that,
years old.
look,
Yeah, I
we
guess
had,
so.
we were all five, we're very close, we're
Yeah.
best friends.
Yeah.
And if anyone, got their head too big, you'd be slapped down immediately.
I
We'd
love
make fun
that.
of you, basically.
Yeah. That's what friends
there
are
was no
for.
divas.
Okay, I love
happening in our
that.
group. Yeah.
That's, you never know, but everyone has a favorite NSYNC song, of course. I want to know what your favorite NSYNC song is.
Yeah.
I thought you knew.
Too. Yeah.
I thought you knew.
I thought she knew.
Yeah.
It was our
It's
first
acapella.
original acapella
Oh
we
yeah,
ever
I love
learned.
that one.
And we learned that in '95, and we didn't even put it on an album until 2000.
yeah.
Crazy.
But the harmonies, just Robin Wiley, who arranged that, just absolutely incredible.
Cool.
And then the other song that I love, it makes me ill.
that's
Really?
that's mine.
Oh no way! Yes, I love that song. It's dude's favorite song. Like if you ask like a guy that's like an NSYNC fan, they're like, it makes me ill. That was the one. I'm like, yeah, I know. It was so good. I wish we would have released
It
that.
was
as a
such a
banger.
bop.
Yeah. it was fun.
Also, I love Gone for the same reason of the harmonies and all that. And it was just, I love
eerie
that one.
harmonies,
Yeah,
yeah.
those were your two. And yours was that one.
I thought she knew was my main jam.
And Tearing Up My Heart always just,
Oh my gosh.
it's just for our second single ever, that was a banger.
Oddly
That
enough,
was-
I still like Everything I Own, even though it's a cover and it's on the
it's a
European
good one.
album.
Yeah.
My
Was there
bread.
one that you guys dreaded performing?
There's
Yeah.
many. Riddle.
Riddle.
Why?
Here we go.
Here we
One more
go.
time.
Everybody.
I Need Love. It's the old stuff.
Yeah, when we were,
go.
we lived in Germany. We were
Yeah.
kind of testing the waters with what our sound would be, and so we tried a little techno.
It was
It was
interesting.
the sound of the '90s.
I like
and
the two-step though was good.
the two-step was getting great.
Two of
that
us was good.
That was like 2000.
Now I'm trying to remember all
But
the
yeah,
songs.
the techno didn't really work for us.
No.
We were just figuring it out.
Yeah, but we tried.
Yeah.
We tried.
Oh, we tried.
Some people try country when they shouldn't.
Yeah.
Well,
We
that
did
happens.
country.
You did country?
Well,
Oh, God must have spent a little more time. We did a duet with Alabama.
You guys, I remember sitting in my bedroom, turning up. God must have spent a little more time and sobbing
Yeah.
in front of. I can picture my exact stereo system that I had. I just
crazy.
was feeling it and crying, and my girlfriend would get so mad at me because I'd always listen to your sad songs to cry over boys.
That's what it was there for. That song
Get
in
in your feels.
particular
Get in your feels.
really
I
touched
did.
a lot of people. I remember when it came out, the stories we would hear from people, and like a lot of sad stories.
Yeah, it's
like,
interesting, but moving. Yeah.
yeah, but a lot of it saved a lot of people's lives.
Oh,
going
you know
through,
what? I
yeah.
bet.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy? Music can do really powerful things for people.
It does. It does heal. It does help. It does
Yeah,
cope. It's
does.
it's everything.
I always-
Whether it's sad or whether you want to get the thrashing or hit rock or something.
yeah.
It has every mood, which I love. Yeah,
It's
100%.
true. I feel like I always say this to musicians where I just say like, it's so crazy that you could write a song that means something to you and somebody else could listen to it. It could change their life, but mean a completely different thing to them. And I just love that music does that for
Yeah.
people.
I don't know about you guys, but once we hit that weird little in-between season where it's too warm for sweaters, but it's too cool for the summer dresses, I just live in denim. It's what I do. It's the one thing I never have to overthink. Throw on a great pair of jeans, a tank, white tee, maybe a blazer or a leather jacket if it cools off at night. Throw it over the shoulders and you're good to go. This is why I always find myself browsing Macy's this time of year. I say this time of year, all times a year. They have so many great denim styles, whether you're into wide leg jeans, relaxed fits, or those timeless pairs that you'll wear for years. I just love trying a new silhouette every once in a while, but I also appreciate having those classic staples I know I'll reach for over and over again. And if you're standing in front of your closet thinking, I need new jeans, but I have no idea where to start, don't worry. Macy's has a curated denim style guide that makes finding your favorite pair so much easier. It takes all of the guesswork out of figuring out what works for your style. Because let's be honest, can you really ever have too many great pairs of jeans? I don't think so. Head to your local Macy's or visit Macy's.com to shop the latest denim styles and find your new favorite pair.
And I love that you're on Broadway still doing the...
I love performing. That's my thing.
Yeah,
it's my jam.
I
So
just
it's like
love
for
it
me,
so
anything to do
much.
Broadway, anything to do theater.
It's
Lovely.
Theater. I just love it. I need to come see that.
Come see it.
Wait, because Charlie's not doing it anymore, is she?
No, but she was, I was doing it with her though at that time, yeah.
Because I remember seeing social media clips and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, you go. Because you came on my podcast a long time
Yeah.
ago.
It's been a
But
minute.
it was in COVID, so it was over
Yes,
Zoom.
correct.
And I remember feeling like proud of you when I saw you on Broadway. I was like, you go.
It's been fun, yeah, no.
It was really cool. I'm speaking of the internet and just how much they can't stop talking about things. Can I talk about Britney Spears for a second?
If you want to.
Go for it.
I always want to.
What about her?
I'm obsessed with her.
isn't?
I remember I was on her website once as like being a big Britney fan because I went around for her concert. I went to find a fake snake to go around my neck and I documented it. And like back then this was people didn't vlog and I put it on YouTube and it ended up on BritneySpears.com. And I thought I peaked.
I am cool.
I was like,
made it.
oh my God, where can I go from here? Only down.
That's awesome.
But I feel like she's just still one of the most talked about celebrities in the world, which
Iconic.
obviously you guys have spent time with her and know. But when you see headlines about her, what is your first reaction?
I mean, look, we love the
Interesting,
girl.
going
Obviously,
through it,
she's like
love
a
her.
sister.
Yeah,
to us.
yeah.
She's actually my
Life,
cousin, so
yeah.
she's not a sister. She's actually my real cousin.
She's your real cousin?
She is.
How did I not know this?
She's actually a Bass. We share. Esau
Stop
Bass is our great grandfather.
That's kind of cool.
It makes sense because
Yeah, you Southern people.
Yeah.
we're like an hour from each other, but we will always support her.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a lovely, great girl, and we always just wish the best for her.
Of
She's
course.
always living life.
And you like knew Britney, like you knew her before the world
She's
knew
like
her.
a little sister.
Yeah.
That's literally what she was.
But it's kind of like, do you ever look and think like that can happen to anyone in your industry?
Mental health and everything else is just very important.
That's true.
So you just kind of gotta, roll with the punches in life, and everybody has their own journey.
Yeah.
And that's a tough part about life. It's how you navigate, and it's just for us. I think, like we said, we kept each other in check.
Well, that's what. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I was so.
It's tough
She was
so
so
lucky
isolated.
that
that we had each other. Yeah.
Because when you're solo, like it's just a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
You get, I call it the Michael Jackson syndrome, where
Totally.
you don't get told no.
Yeah.
And that can just change your reality. For
totally.
Well, that's just like it's anything with actors or anybody
true.
in the limelight. When you're that celebrity and it goes that fast, for especially people nowadays, when it's that rapid, they don't know how to handle the celebrity, and they think they want it. And they're like, oh yeah, the money, the fame, and this, and then it's like, no. People are going to want to know about you every day. They're going to want to know about your life. And then you're going to get some people that are really interested to know anything and everything about you. And it gets a little creepy. So it's like, how do you
scary.
find that fine line? How do
agree.
you figure out what that fine, again, some people fun, some people don't.
You know
And
what I
especially
recommend?
when you start so young. I hear this a lot with teenagers or famous like kids, and then everyone's like, well, you chose that. You chose. I'm like, no 13-year-old
I didn't
chose. Thought about, I want everyone to just dissect every
They're
little
only
thing
thinking
about
one.
me.
Yeah, they're only thinking one thing. I want to either be famous. I love to be on TV. I love to be appreciated or loved, or I want to write new music, or I want to be an actor. It's like they don't think about the other consequences of
No,
what
and
happens.
people always, when they say like you signed up for this, but you don't know what you're signing up for. You have no idea. I always say, I recommend just go on like The Bachelor, and then you get like a tiny taste of it, and then you realize, ooh, this
Whether
is kind
you
of
want it or
scary, and
not.
then you can, and then people don't care about you as much as they would like the A-listers, and then you just get a little taste, and then you can just stay in your lane. Like I don't have to go with security. I don't have to worry about paparazzi, but I can like share my life with people.
And that's what's great about being in a group, because I was never that main focal point, thank goodness. And I'm happy I'm not, because guess what? I can go out and I can go on a plane. Do people recognize me? Yes, but it's not to the level of what it used to be back in the day, which is nice. Which
but also,
love it. I'm happy. And we're adults now. Women are adults. And if you're acting that crazy, something's wrong with you.
No, something's wrong with me. When I was at the Backstreet Boys concert, I was like, Kaitlyn,
but
get
you're
a
reverting
grip.
back, but there's nothing wrong with that. You're reverting back just to it's nostalgia. It's the past. You're reverting. That's nothing wrong with that.
I was 15 years old.
It's different if you have a shrine right now.
Oh yeah, okay,
that would be different.
Fair.
That would be different.
I only have Nick as
that's
on
fine. That's fine.
It's no one else.
Just keep it in your put it in your closet. It's okay.
My favorite thing is when people reinvent themselves constantly, and I feel like you can at any age. I feel like you've both done such a good job at that, instead of just like trying to stay in the past.
No, life's too short. Have fun. I'm not going to keep going back. I mean, I can to do red tips.
Well,
that's not a good idea.
You could visit.
Yeah.
And get nostalgic, but you're literally...
Yeah, I'm not Uncle Rico, where I wish I could have played, pro. I'm not going to keep thinking about that.
Oh my God, I love Napoleon Dynamite?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's so good.
No, exactly. But that's the thing, there's a fine line where some people, like you said, they're living in the past, but there are some people that you're reminded of the past, but you're still moving forward. And I think that's what we've done.
No, you guys have done a really good job. I love it because you're... Like, when I see your guys' stuff pop up, I get still giddy and hyped. Because I'm like, I feel like
we're having fun doing it, though, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think.
Well, you both look great.
But I fake the heck out of it.
And it's been nice to grow with our fans too.
Yes,
that's
what I feel.
We're not all 14 anymore, and I think we're we have age appropriate things that we're doing now.
There you go.
Like drinking cocktails.
Yeah, but it's like elevated mixologist cocktails. You're not like drinking a tequila soda.
No, yeah. We're not doing body shots off of people and stuff. No.
Well, I mean, that could be a segment, but you're back on Broadway. I feel like we kind of touched on it before we even started recording a little bit on the pod, but is Broadway more nerve-wracking than performing in arenas? Or what is the...
Yes, because the theaters are a lot smaller.
Yeah.
You can burp and they can hear you. You do anything on stage, they can hear you. If you're doing anything in the audience, we see and hear you. So it is very small. I love how it's the intimacy of it. Obviously with arenas, it's great and everything else. Obviously with the band, it's performing and I could be myself. When I'm doing shows in theater, obviously you're being a character and you're playing this. It's fun. I love it.
Wait, that's fun because did you ever do acting?
Yeah.
Oh, you
I did my stuff back in the day. I did Broadway way before, and right after NSYNC, I did Rent on Broadway. I did Little Shop. Rent was in 2003, and I believe Little Shop was 2004. I did 2 shows. What'd you did? Hairspray? He did Hairspray.
Oh, I love.
Then at the Benham Theater, which is in Pittsburgh, I did 42nd Street and the Producers, and then Rock of Ages in Vegas, and now I'm doing Aunt Juliet. So yeah,
really
I've done
cool.
some theater, but it's a blast. I love it. It's always been my passion back in the day. And after NSYNC, it was like, what would you love to do? And I was like, I'd love to do Broadway.
Yeah,
and I got a chance to play Mark on Rent.
It is a
it's a beast.
Talk about a grind.
8 shows a week.
Yeah,
It's no joke.
It's tough.
That's
It's no
really
joke.
something.
You have no nightlife. You have no dinners. Evening is gone pretty much, and you have one day off.
And how long are you doing this?
Thank goodness not as long as most people do, which I have done it before. I've done 6 months. I've never done the year, which is a grind, but I've done almost, for Aunt Juliet, it was almost a total like 6 months. And now I'm coming back and in and out a bunch of times with one of the guys from the original cast.
And then you also produced Boy Band Confidential. Did making that documentary change how you view your own career?
You know what? It just opened up my eyes to other people that I've never met before, like some of the other bands. But the interesting thing about it is because I've always said, you always have these interviews. You always have somebody else doing the interview. And every time that happens, it gets either stale, they're digging for something dark, they're trying to find something.
Always.
So every time I had somebody, I had Lance and I had a bunch of different people like Jeff Timmons, Nicholas Shea, and I said, hey, just tell me your story from the beginning. And I was there for every interview, did everything. It was on. If I wasn't there in person, I was there on the phone. And it opened up a lot more. And it was almost like, listen, say what you want. And if you don't want anything, we'll cut it out. Totally fine. But it was amazing how they opened up. I got my boy Jason, that was actually before Lance came in the group, got him to interview him and talk to him and go, what happened? Like, why did you say no? And how do you feel now? What have you been doing? And there was a couple of interesting odd moments, like when you get this question and I'm standing there looking out like, you left us and you could have had all, what happened? And he's just, he didn't want to be in a boy band.
Yeah.
And it just was not standing. And he thought about it. It was wacky. I was sweating. I was like, geez, Jason. But again, he even said, he goes, no, I'm totally cool with it. I go, if you're cool with it, great. If not, we don't have to do this.
Right.
So it was an eye opener for a lot of different things. An eye opener, and to show people that this even happens probably right now.
Yeah.
So people that are out there looking to be in a group or looking to, that things could happen, and they're just keep your eyes and ears open to a lot of things, and really look at the history of boy bands and what they've done and what other managers have done and did and what they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of a thing. And I think it was just really nice to see that. And a lot of them, it was very therapeutic for them. A lot of people that did the interview was like, thank you for doing this, because I was not able to tell my story. Same thing with Ashley. Ashley never done that for Motown. Never talked about Lou.
Yeah.
And he opened up. So again, the greatest thing about it is everybody has gone past it or has been still dealing with their own way, but have moved on from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because again, mental health is it's a breakdown for a lot of men too, because a lot of guys do keep things in.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's
And it's
nice.
also a cautionary tale. It's like we tell these stories over and over again to warn young people out there getting into the business, like what to expect. And sadly, you always hear the same thing.
You go,
They're like, yeah, we know,
Of course.
but we're still going to sign that contract.
I know.
Because what am I going to do?
Everyone has to learn things the hard way, and that's unfortunate. But I feel like it's
know your limits, know your limitations, know what you're comfortable with and not comfortable. That's basically
But people
it.
don't know until they figure it the hard
But that's
way.
why we're doing these documentaries
I
and
know,
telling
it's
people,
really
but they
cool.
don't listen. They still try to figure it out. I mean, when you're kids, you're stupid. It's true. We
so
make
stupid.
mistakes.
Yeah.
We make mistakes, and no matter what, because you want what's best for you, and you think whatever you're doing is the best for you, which it is, but it's not at the same time.
Sure.
I always tell the same thing with my kids. I don't expect you to listen or do 100% what I'm telling you, but listen to what I'm telling you, because I've done these things before.
Yeah.
And I kind of know maybe your route is different, which is fine.
Yeah.
But just listen.
But when
Yeah.
people are promising you the world, you believe it.
Yeah.
It's so true. Gosh. Quickly, Fat Ones keeps growing.
Yep.
Did you ever imagine?
Well, thank you.
Did you ever imagine hot dogs?
No,
would
it's
become part of your
wacky. I
legacy?
started almost 10 years ago now, and then we're opening up at Universal City Walk. It's my little hot dog baby. I have it's called Fat Ones. I
love
my last name, and it's a hot
It
dog
makes me
place.
very uncomfortable.
No, it doesn't.
Talk about what?
Well, what's even funnier is there's a place in Chicago, and I was going to use this name, and it was called Chubby Wieners. And I'm not kidding you. It's in Chicago, Lollapalooza. They sell it out there right now. Still doing it. It's actually a friend of mine's. It's my girl's best friend's company.
That's awesome.
And how that spun out was I wanted to franchise that, and I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can do it on my own. And that's how I have Fat Ones. And it's been great. Just very excited. That's going to be opening up in September, Universal City Walk, and it's like my little baby. I did want to franchise it. I've been doing different things with it, and yeah, I'm excited.
That's really exciting.
What would
out.
your hot dog be?
Yeah.
What would my hot dog be? Like, what do I put on it?
Yeah.
Because we
I'm
have
a
the boy
freak.
band.
There's a boy band that we have. We're getting those. Yeah, we should be getting those. I'm trust me. I'm
Okay,
trying.
I'm a freak though. I feel like I love to overdo a hot dog.
Go
like
for it.
I want it all.
Gotcha.
I want sauerkraut. I want relish. I want ketchup. I want mustard.
I have one called the Fat One. I know it sounds funny, but it has everything on
Yeah,
it.
that's
It's
what I
like
want.
cheese, pepperoni,
Chili.
French fries. It's like everything.
Okay, I would try that.
Yes. We have a Greek dog that's really good that's coming
mouth
out.
just
We have,
watered.
it's amazing.
That
A
sounds
Greek
good.
dog. I have a pizza. It's called a Tony, to New York, really.
What is your favorite hot dog?
I'm straight. You know what? I don't know. We're gonna probably do a limited time at one point. The mac and cheese, Mac Daddy, which is literally
Mac Daddy.
it's a hot dog with mac and cheese on
Name
it.
it after Joey McIntyre.
Well, okay, see?
There you go.
I do have a
Joey Mac Daddy.
Fonzie. We have a Fonzie.
The Louis
I do.
What about
Believe
you?
we're still doing more flavors. Well, what would yours be? We could do a pride one. That'd be fun.
Why does it always have to go gay, Joey? There's more to
Why?
me than
Because you're
being
straight?
gay.
Why? Because you're straight? I
The
mean,
amount
what do
of
you
gay
mean?
jokes I hear.
Oh,
anytime
for
we're-
him, it's me. Oh, yes, all
I mean,
day
it has
long.
to be like a frosted tip thing.
We can do that.
You know, white
Little
onions,
shaved like
which I
onions or
would-
something like that. You know, we'll figure something
My
out.
favorite would I like a sausage dog with just yellow mustard, not spicy yellow mustard.
Just
to New
straight up
Yorkers.
classic.
I don't know why New Yorkers don't understand just yellow mustard. It's got to be
Just
spicy.
okay, sorry.
So yellow mustard, sautéed onions. I'm talking
yeah.
about caramelized
Yeah.
onions.
I'm
Okay,
feeling
we can
that.
do that.
and I'm pretty simple. I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
I also I like very simple. Like I just want ketchup or
Just
I
ketchup,
want all
yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Same way.
Yeah.
I'm a simple.
I love
simple as
ketchup
well.
on everything though. Okay, Lance, you have a children's Christmas book coming out called Mrs. Claus. I love when people do a children's book. I think it's the sweetest thing ever. Where did that idea come from?
Okay, I'll tell you the story because my publisher doesn't know this yet. It's not bad.
I love that.
So, I started getting into children's, books, years ago, and I started with Trick or Treat on Scary Street because I love the holidays. Like, holidays are my thing.
Same.
So I've always wanted to do this, Trick or Treat book, and I had kids. I'm like, okay, now it's time.
Yeah.
And then I have a follow-up of Scary Street, and I, was on the phone with my publisher to talk about that. She's like, yeah, great, but we need you to do Christmas next. I'm like, oh, okay. And so on the call, I'm like, I have this idea that I've been wanting to do about Mrs. Claus. And I'm totally just pulling this out of my ass the whole time. Jess, right? She was there. I'm like, and I kind of had this thought years in the past. I'm like, okay, wait, yeah. I was like, yeah, Mrs. Claus. And then I thought about my book. I'm like, the black cat from Scary Street. I was like, everyone thinks that Mrs. Claus is Santa's wife, but actually, he's gay. No, that's not even a story. But in my head, I'm like, he's gay, so he's never married. Mrs. Claus is actually his cat. Claws, Mrs. Claus.
See, I think it's very clever.
The cookies you leave out are for Santa, and the milk you leave out is for his cat, Mrs. Claus. And so this is the origin story of Mrs. Claus.
Obsessed. Way to pull
Very
that.
cute, Lance. I love
You
it.
pulled a very great story out of your ass.
She's like, that's brilliant. Let's go. I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I just do, what? So yeah.
But some of those ideas, some things like that come out of people's butts is usually the fun.
Also, was this you had kids in this moment, so I feel like your imagination is able to run a little more wild.
And they were so obsessed with cats. They have identified as a cat since they were 3 months old.
Stop it.
I swear, it's crazy. They love cats. We don't have a cat.
Oh, you need
allergic
one.
to cats. That's we're dog people, but I love cats. But yeah, my husband's very allergic. Oh, no. And I'm sure my daughter is too. So yeah, I knew that.
You have a husband?
What?
Wait, what?
That definitely inspired me. My kids definitely inspired me.
Isn't that funny though?
I'm
Like when you have kids, all of a sudden you start doing more kid stuff. Everybody
all
does
I
that.
think
Every
about.
celebrity that when they finally have kids, are like, I'm going to do kids
That's
movies.
all I think about.
But that's the thing. You live in that realm. It's amazing. But it's just it's very amazing where you would never think some people would do it for doing it for the art and being a movie for, you know what I mean? Like
Look,
the minute you have
as
a
a
kid, you're
parent-
like, I have to do this
Because
now.
we all just want to
It's
impress
true.
our kids.
Oh no, trust me.
They don't care about
You
NSYNC
have
at
no,
all. They
dude,
care about.
Trust me. I was
Mrs.
walking
Claus.
in Disney World in the park with Brianna when she was very little, and I see the Wiggles shooting on Disney property. I grabbed my kid and ran like a fan. That was me. Ran going, Brianna, you know that. And I went and I stopped and go, I'm doing what fans do to me. I can't believe it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to say hi. I'm looking around. We knew the makeup people.
Yeah.
The people I'm like,
You'll do anything for your kids, and that's why I'll never get
So
upset
funny.
with parents or
Yeah.
fans in the
You know
public
now.
going like crazy and bothering you because I'm like, I know what that feels like.
Totally. I feel
totally
like
know
being
that.
a parent changes perspective on a
100%.
lot of things.
Oh my gosh, I got so you try to impress talking about kids. So Blippi,
Yeah.
right?
Oh.
So there was my kids love Blippi, loved because I think they're like outgrowing him. So I happened to like meet him one time. Like, okay, I was like, and he's like, hey, would you like me to come to the house and meet the kids? I'm like, oh yeah, yes. So the kids come home from school and Blippi's there.
Stop it.
And the first thing my daughter says like, that's not the real Blippi. I'm like,
You're like, but it is.
they did for like a couple months. They swear they're like, that's not the real Blippi. I'm like, I got the real Blippi here, and you're trying to poo-poo on my.
I'm gonna one up on you. I had the Wiggles come to my house.
You had the whole Wiggles.
Dave Brown brought
You're
all the
kidding.
Wiggles to
No
my
way.
house. And Captain Feathersword was swimming in my pool.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you. It was one of the most amazing. I had no kids there though. I said, we're gonna do this because I had my house back in the day. My pool was enormous. So I was like, hey, we're gonna have you guys come if you want to come on your day off because they were here and my kids saw the show. I said, but I'm gonna have no kids so you guys can enjoy yourselves. And it was great. We had a great time. It was hilarious.
What
It's
is
nice.
like the biggest card you've pulled with being like a celebrity to say like with a different celebrity? Like
Blippi's mine for sure.
yeah, okay.
That or
Oh
Gabby.
no! Well, I mean,
Gabby
it's funny.
Dollhouse.
But it's just always funny. Like when we meet, like friends of ours that we've known for such a long time, obviously from kindergarten and stuff like that, and I'll introduce them to somebody that they've been a fan of or something like that. That's always hysterical.
Yeah.
Or like honestly, one time I think it was where. I think Justin came over one time with Cameron or something like that many moons ago when they were dating, and all my friends were just standing there by the pool just watching her. I'm like, dude, stop.
Cameron Diaz.
Dude, yes. I'm like, just normal. Stop. Dude, what is wrong with you?
Remember one of the first people we were in New York recording, maybe one of our first times recording in New York, and Paul Abdul was also in the studio.
Yeah.
And Paul freaking Abdul.
Yeah.
And then I just had to pretend like my mom loves you, like, and got my mom on the phone knowing it was me the whole time. So my mom probably didn't even know who Paula Abdul was. But like, I need you to talk to my mom. I'm like, no, I'm the fan.
I feel like people do that all the time too, where they're like, "Can I take a picture for my mom?"
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah.
I've done
My
that.
mom, it's Delance.
I've done that. It's for my daughter, but it's really for me.
Sean Lowe, who was The Bachelor a long time ago, he said, "Kaitlyn, you'll get to a point where girls come up to you and say, 'My mom is a big fan,' and
What would happen?
I'm there."
Yeah.
It happens
there.
all the time now where everyone's like, "My mom loves you." I'm like, "Oh no."
Well, at least you don't get like what we just got recently.
What?
Which one?
Well, 'cause,
Grandma?
you know, this I want you back dance trend is blown up, right? So now all this like Gen A and Gen Z are just
Amazing.
loving I want you back, you know? And so there's all these kids, they're like, Mom, are they still alive?
They're still alive.
Oh,
they thought that we
no.
died. They thought that we were not alive.
It's like
all of us.
old
no.
dead band. But
Dang it. But you know what? It's funny because now you got to think about it. To them, we're the same way we listen to the Beatles.
to the
Yeah,
50s.
I know.
We
Which
are
is-
the 50s.
That's
of
crazy.
But that's kind of iconic.
But it's still weird.
Yeah, I know it is weird. It really is.
It's
That is
wacky to think how you start to go, yeah, I remember back in the day when my dad listened to such and such, and now.
and it like recycles into the next generation of
wacky.
it is whack. It is whack.
Now, I don't know who needs to hear this, but what do you want to watch is not foreplay. If your relationship has accidentally become dinner, Netflix, bed, repeat, this one's for you. Aria is here to turn up the heat in your bedroom. Now, Aria is an intimacy membership for couples, bringing your spark back with a personal intimacy concierge and curated products delivered each month. It's so cool. You start with a quick little quiz to find your erotic persona, and then every month, Aria sends you a new quote-unquote scene, a curated experience designed around the two of you, plus premium intimate products handpicked by sexologists. So next Thursday night looks nothing like last Thursday night. And honestly, I love the idea that someone else is kind of doing the planning. Sometimes you want to surprise your partner or shake things up, but life gets really busy, as we know, and it's easy to fall into the same routine. So Aria takes all the guesswork out of it, whether you're trying to bring back the spark or just make your relationship feel a little less predictable. Aria helps you keep things fresh and keep you out of that dreaded bedroom rut. So right now, Aria is offering our listeners $10 off your first month at getaria.com/Vine. Now, this offer is only for our podcast listeners, so use my link to get this discount. Get Aria with a Y, getarya.com/Vine for $10 off your first month. That's getaria.com/Vine.
Let's talk about what brought you here today, Cocktail Wars.
Oh, yeah, we have a show. Oh, we have a show.
I have to tell you, me and Lance have been together for quite some time now. This is all breaking news.
Yes, we just,
Michael's getting divorced with.
I knew that this would happen on my podcast.
This is what you get out of us.
I
This is what
love
happens.
You're
it.
so good at what you do.
Gosh, how do you do it, Kaitlyn?
9 years of podcasting, it's brought me to this moment. I feel like this show is a perfect fit. I was so excited that I got to watch 2 episodes because I just smiled the whole time. It was so fun. And I feel like it's a perfect fit for the two of you. How did it come your way? How did you decide on doing this?
They approached us. I mean, E and CA honestly came up to Lance, came up to him, and then went back to me and said, hey, we love you to do the show, blah, blah, blah. We know you have obviously history.
Yeah.
And we have toured around and tasted many different drinks around the world.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
and not that responsibly, of course, but we, it just is a perfect fit. Those are the kind of things that we love to do and things that are a little bit outside the box, but still has our personality and things that we love to do. We love to drink, let's be real.
Yeah.
And to do this show and to do it with celebrities and have these 3, mixologists come up and they compete and they get a chance to win $10,000. It's fun. It's a blast. And I would
really
never think,
fun.
we were talking about this earlier,
Yeah.
why didn't anybody think about this? It's always the competition shows. You see all the cooking ones, all these other ones, supermarket sweep back in the day, all these weird shows. Why not a drinking one?
Well, I also feel like in the time we're in, it kind of drinking went down for a bit, and then people realized that the loneliness epidemic is actually much worse for your health than going out and having a drink.
I mean, it's true, yeah. And that's what I love about the show, too. I mean,
It's
you
elevated
could tell E
cocktails.
wanted, a couple hosting the show,
Yeah.
and people that had history.
There we go again.
A married couple, something like that.
Yeah.
But this is my work husband,
Yeah,
obviously.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because I think, and like you said, yes, for a while there, it kind of dipped where people just didn't care to drink anymore. But now people are appreciating.
Well, I was about to say,
Yeah.
it's not so
And,
much of an excessiveness of drinking. It's
Yeah.
not
No,
let's
it's
do the shots.
appreciating
It's
a good
here's
cocktail.
the
Coming
chemistry behind it.
together.
Craft.
Yeah.
It's like breaking bread. It's like
Yes.
people come together and yeah, people need to just bond more. And
I agree.
I just love this.
I'm
is one of
learning
those
now where
shows
like,
you can do that with. Like, I want people on Tuesday nights to get the girls together, come over, let's make a Cosmo and watch the show and just catch up for an hour.
But why can't I make a Cosmo? Does the girls just have to make a Cosmo, Lance Bass?
You can have a Cosmo.
Thank you. I do like Cosmos.
Yeah, the one that girl made for the vacation one, with she did a spin on a Cosmo that looked really good.
There was a couple. The hot toddy one was really good too.
I'm also getting so inspired because I bartended for a long time, but I made cool drinks at this restaurant that I worked at, but I love cooking and I love making drinks and I love having people over. I love hosting, and it made me want to try different cocktails and make different things.
But that's what I was about to say. I was about to say, when you're cooking dinner, you got that history of I made this and that, and you start talking about the same thing now with drinks. That people really getting into it to where it's becoming this big ordeal. How to smoke the drink and how do I do this, and then I'm going to muddle that, and then you learn about the wash line.
Yes. Well, it's a fun activity. You kind of get bored of the same thing over and over. So I need an experience. And I'm excited because every Tuesday night now at my house, I'm inviting 6 people over because I can have 8 people at my dining table. And so we're going to have a nice dinner party before the show. Yeah. And then we're inviting a mixologist over. Cool. And, as the show is going, everyone that comes as a guest kind of sends their favorite ingredients ahead of time to this mixologist. And when you leave that night, you're going to know your signature drink. We're going to try different things and figure out what your cocktail is.
What a fun experience. Yeah.
And then we go live on Instagram and kind of show everyone the drinks that we were making and the show made, and kind of.
I think as we get older, that's what we're more about, experiences.
I agree. No, I really agree. And the show kind of brings you into that experience. I'm telling you, I really watched and was I want to do that. I want to have people over. I want to try different cocktails. Good. I want to learn from an actual mixologist. It's really a fun show. Who out of the two of you became the biggest cocktail snob?
Well, yeah.
But we both have. We've learned. Yeah. I've never really drank a lot of things with gin before. I hated gin.
I love gin.
We both were not gin people, but now we're okay, we could see what it does and what it can do.
Yeah,
really cool.
When you do gin straight up, well, I love it because I love a gin martini.
Yeah, you're weird.
See, I already knew that.
Hey, not going to yuck you young.
Gin was ruined for me when I was probably 15 years old.
That's the story.
The Bombay
the older
Sapphire
brother of the friend brings a hot bottle of gin because it was in these teenagers. So I think it was the first thing I ever drank, and so we drank hot gin. Tastes like pine trees. So for 20 years I never drank it because it just reminded me of that moment.
Yeah.
But now I love it because of the show. I've branched out to so many different things.
I'm sure. Yeah. And then who accidentally sampled a few too many?
Both.
You know what's funny? There's different obviously companies that come up and they've had Diplomatico, and we have Jack Daniels, and I've never tried Jack Daniels Blackberry, right? It was so good. So now every time we were we're gonna have a shot right before. So every time we come in, celebrities get out. You have to taste it.
Every celebrity guest has to do a shot of Jack Daniels Blackberry.
I love that.
And we've been very more sophisticated on sipping things more, and not, again, back in the day, let's shoot it. Whoa.
Totally.
Now it's more okay, did you taste that? Did you taste a hint?
Because now you're looking for the notes and the different things that it's really
it's a symphony in your mouth.
It is. Wait, do you know why people cheers?
No.
Why?
You lived in Germany and you.
Prost.
Yeah.
I learned this while I lived in Germany.
Please tell me, because I didn't know.
It was from back in the day. You want to make sure that they weren't poisoning your drinks.
Because it would slide. That's right. It would get together, right? That's right. That's right.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
I did hear about that. Yes.
You're just like Rachel Maddow. When Rachel was on the show, of course, hindsight, of course she knows everything. The history behind every drink. Oh. She's just brilliant.
I also had a wine label, and I grew up. My mom was just she loved the storytelling behind winemaking. So I learned to love that. Then I got into the restaurant, and then I learned from a sommelier, and then I fell in love with the storytelling of wine. And I feel like I always just thought that way about wine, but now I realize that there's so much with cocktails that people do.
Just the way they barrel things. I mean, just like wine.
How long it's aged, or if it's barreled. And there's one thing I know about, or sometimes if it's barreled and then put in the ocean, the water has something to do with the actual current of it. And then sometimes the salt. Oh, I've heard of a whole bunch of stuff.
Never heard of that.
Cognac, yes. For some reason, I've learned about. Don't ask me why I know this. Lance Bass.
Cognac West.
No. Louis XIII, and also there's another one in Hennessy that they make. I can't remember. It's like Henry or something. But literally because of the fact that the ocean of it in the barrels will make it move, but also from the seawater, it does have another flavor to it because it gets inside the barrel. It's cracky.
It really is.
It's a chemistry. It's a whole.
It's
science.
fun to nerd out over cocktails and like instead of just drinking
you never
it to
think,
get
you
drunk.
never think about it. It's like, oh, shit, yeah, you're a teenager. Now you're like, okay,
And that's
I get
why we
it.
love
Now we're
I get it.
sophisticated.
So Melissa
Get it.
Brooke, who's our expert on the show. We started out the season as we thought we were expert. No, we learned so much from her because we'll drink. We're like, oh, that's great. She's like, really? Try it again.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, or she'll start telling us
like,
things that
oh,
had
yeah.
happened in it or what they did and I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Tell me about Brooke. How did you find her?
Wow, Melissa Brooke. Well, we didn't find her
what's her name?
specifically.
She was cast.
Melissa Brooke.
Melissa Brooke. Yeah, she's huge mixologist. She's
been
created the
bartending
menus
for many
so
years.
restaurants in New York. she's just an expert.
It's
Yeah,
wacky
she's
because there's
cool.
things that I've never learned where, because of course you need a wash line, which I never knew about. There's a thing
Wait,
called
tell me about the wash line.
Well, it's got to make sure that the wash line is where the line is from the alcohol to the glass. And then if you have the same drinks, it's got to be the same line. It
you get a
usually
round
is.
of drinks, then you
it
get
shouldn't be. It
exact
shouldn't be
drinks.
different levels.
Okay.
Then there's a thing called a flip where you add a full egg into the drink, and sometimes you usually just use the egg whites to get the foam.
Broth, yeah.
And then there's another thing called, I don't even remember what the heck it is, but it's another agent to make foam if you don't want an egg or you're more
Oh,
like
if you're
vegan.
vegan. Yeah. Oh, crazy.
Wacky.
Yeah, there's.
I'm learning.
And why are you not supposed to put a big cube in a coupe cup?
Oh, because they're gonna overflow though, right?
Oh.
Or just, I don't know.
I didn't even know what a coupe was until
well,
I
now
did this show. So
Ah, you guys are really
See, we're
learning a
learning.
lot.
No, we are. And every time I
do
came
love a
like,
coupe,
what's that?
though.
What's this? What's that?
So 3 people always compete. They have a chance to win $10,000. You guys are the judges. You bring in celebrities,
The
and
judges,
you
well,
just
yeah.
have fun.
yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a blast.
I
It's
really
a
love
blast.
it.
It's a party.
It's not rocket science. We're not making, surgery brains.
Yeah, but
I know I said it that
Surgery
way.
brains? Yeah, we're
I
not
said
making
it that
surgery
way on
brains.
purpose, Lance. That's why I looked at you, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Gosh.
But I feel like people
Get
are
with the
craving just a
program.
nice fun show. I mean, I fall asleep to murder mysteries all the time, and last night I fell asleep to Cocktail Wars, and I had nicer
It's fun.
dreams.
No, but that's the thing. Again, it's one of those shows that you can watch while you're cooking and while you're drinking in the background.
Yeah,
That's the
it's
beautiful part.
really like we said before we started recording. It's one of those shows where you're like, "How has this not been done before?" And that's when you know you have a good show. Okay, I'm going to play a quick game with you guys, and then I'll let you go.
Shoot.
You're letting us go
it's-
already?
Well, I don't want to, but hey, I can continue to talk about Britney Spears if you would like. Okay, the game is who would make the better bartender. So,
Lance.
out of the two of you, who would get drunk first at a cocktail competition?
Lance.
Lightweight.
No, depends on how much you drink.
Because, I mean, you got a
You know, it
couple
depends.
episodes, I'm like,
It depends. It depends on how much I have to drink. It takes a minute.
Depends on what you eat in your day too.
That too.
That's fair.
well,
Okay.
he eats a lot.
Who's
Takes a minute.
who's between the two of you? Who would send a drink back? Who's the one that would
Not
send
me.
a drink? Yeah.
Oh,
I wouldn't.
gosh.
I don't know if I would
think
send it
you
back.
would.
Unless
Yeah,
I will tell you what.
but-
Yes, I would.
Yes, you
There's many
would.
times where I'm like, can I get a Captain and Coke? And all of a sudden I'll get something like Kraken, which again, nothing wrong with it. It's a different rum.
Yeah.
I know out of the gate what it tastes like, and they're like, "No, it's a Captain." I'm like, "No, it's not.
You've got
know
a refined palate.
exactly what it is."
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, I go back there," and they're like, "Oh, sorry."
After a
it's
couple
not."
drinks,
Yeah.
Joey would definitely get passionate about things.
I get passionate
That's
about
fair.
rum.
I would never say
That's
anything
fair.
back because I know I'm going to get, spit in it.
I
That's
know.
right.
I did work in the restaurant industry, so I do know
Oh,
that.
yeah. You know.
Oh no! If it's, I'm watching the bartender if that happens. If I bring the
Okay,
drink
that's
back,
true.
I'm
You
watching.
can watch the
Yeah.
bartender. You can't watch the cook in the back.
No.
Okay.
So if they put a little booger in it, you didn't see that. Yeah. Mhm.
Little booger sugar.
Booger sugar. Ew. You know what I saw on TikTok? Is that people feed their dogs their own eye boogers and call it Scooby snacks.
What the hell's
Why?
wrong with people?
I don't know.
Why?
And people were all in the comments going, "I do this too." And I was like,
Why? Who would even think
"Why
about
would
that?
you do that?"
Like, who even
No.
thinks about that?
The
What
only
is
thing that dogs do, and I even don't do it, is like I'll scratch my dog's ear, and then the dog will want to lick it, and I'm like, "No, I'm
Yeah,
gonna wash
no,
my hands.
yeah.
You're not gonna lick this."
I love how you were just so like blasphemy, but you're the
Yeah.
one that came up with booger sugar.
it just comes out of my mouth.
No, I love it. That's me. Who has the more expensive taste?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Come on.
I like the fine. Look, I say first class wine last. Okay. Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. Who would accidentally reveal a secret after 2 martinis?
Lance. 100%.
Damn, I should've
No
brought
doubt about it.
martinis.
Probably me.
Too bad it's 9:30 in the morning. Otherwise, I would have brought
You
martinis.
get it. You word it right, and he'll just open up. You
can
word
we
it
be
in a good
friends?
way.
I like to talk.
I do too. I do too. That's why I do it for a job. Who took the longest to get ready in your boy band era?
Justin, probably. Only because when he had the curly hair.
Oh, was that like
he would sit in front of the mirror and
that was his hair. It just,
but he had to like put
the ramen noodle hair.
Because after a while, that's why it started to throw out, because I'm sure he got annoyed with doing it.
Yeah, he's like shaving it off.
He's like, forget it.
Take an extra 20 minutes, to leave.
Yeah, I don't know.
You like how I threw that in? It's totally not a part of who would be a better bartender. I just wanted to know the answer.
Yeah, no, it happened back in the day. I don't know now. It might change.
This has turned into just a who is more likely to.
Sure.
Who holds a grudge longer between you two?
But I don't hold grudges.
You don't? Oh
No.
God,
We kind of move on.
I don't forget.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
I'm a true Taurus.
True.
Taurus.
feel that.
We don't forget, but we forget.
But we pass on,
forgive
yeah.
very quickly.
Okay,
But
that's
we're not
nice.
gonna forget.
Same way.
Who has the most celebrity phone numbers in their phone?
Probably Lance.
Oh, I would think you.
Why would I?
Well, you just have a different level.
You
of
live in
celebrity.
California. You're missing hanging out with Vanderpump. You're here with the Kardashians. Don't.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I live in LA.
Listen,
so
I'm like, and I'm not belittling nobody, but I'm not belittling nobody. But it's like Kardashians, and I'm with Ryan Cabrera. I mean, come on, it's completely two different things. It's just,
That's why I said I think you have more on your phone, but it's a different level.
yeah, exactly.
Are you friends with the Kardashians? I've heard they're so sweet.
I mean, I've known them since.
Oh, you have?
Before they were famous, like
Really?
Chris was like my mom.
Back in the day.
Oh, that's sweet.
I mean, you got to think, we were all back in the day. Everybody was hanging out at the bars and clubs.
That's so true.
At that time, like everybody.
I always say I'm like.
And you didn't have to worry about cancel culture.
No,
I'm in
Don't worry
LA.
about cameras.
I always say I'm kind of like the starter celeb for
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
so
Chris
I'm
Pratt.
kinda I was
Yes.
the starter celeb. So I'm kind of like I like to go out and I meet everyone and I obviously interview people a lot. So I get to meet a lot of people. And so when people are just starting out, I'm kind of like the first starter celeb, and we become like friends, and then they kind of go off and do everything and forget
Well,
about
so I
me.
say Chris Pratt
Like,
did
I don't know
he do a
him.
video? He did an interview that he met you, the first celebrity
Yeah,
that he met.
Really?
Yes.
Chris Pratt?
I didn't even saw. I saw the interview. I was like, really? I didn't even know
Yeah,
that.
it
See.
was, it was on the Tonight Show. I remember that. No, I love Chris. Chris and Anna were super good
Oh my
friends
God, I
of mine,
love
yeah.
Anna. I went on her podcast and
She's so
I didn't know
funny.
she watched The Bachelorette and
Oh,
we
yeah.
bonded.
What about Ben Stiller? Go ahead. See, we can just go all day
I
long.
love Ben Stiller.
Used to hang out with Ben back in the day too.
He put me in 2 of his movies.
Exactly.
Wait,
See?
were you in Zoolander 2?
Just Zoolander 1.
You were in Zoolander 1?
Yes,
I
I was.
forgot the walk-off in the walk-off.
I get murdered.
And then also Chuck and Larry as well.
Well, that's Adam Sandler.
I know. I'm just saying the movies that you were in.
Yeah, Chuck and Larry. What was the other Ben Stiller? Oh, I did Tropic Thunder.
That's right.
Oh,
Yes.
that's iconic.
Yeah.
You guys, I feel like you both have quite the resume of like sneaky
Fun.
career stuff.
Why not?
I swear it was for years. I got Zoolander more than NSYNC. I'm like, really?
That movie
great.
was huge.
That's
great.
what you know.
I love that I guessed
remember
Zoolander 2.
Oh, I remember because we were here in New York, and Ben was like, I really need you to do this movie. I'm like, okay. So he sent the script, and I'm like, this is the worst thing I've ever read in my entire
stop.
life. Like, how is this being made? It's so dumb, like so dumb.
Fair.
But I'm like, of course I'm going to do it. And so it's like, well, just come watch us. And we're here in the West Village at the gas station on Horatio.
Yeah. Orange mocha
and that's the scene where they're
frappuccinos.
doing
The gasoline
gas,
fight.
and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, what the is this? And then I watched the movie. I'm like, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's one of the.
It's always
funniest
interesting when you see
things.
something on paper as opposed to when you're seeing
Just
it
did
shot.
not-
And you
yeah.
go, okay, now it makes sense.
Oh, it's. I think it's in my top 3 favorite movies of all time. Is
it's so
Zoolander.
good.
I mean,
That's
same-
Will Ferrell also said in.
I was just about to say
Really?
the Elf. Yes.
Yes.
He was like, "This is the dumbest thing
Yeah.
I've ever
I
done
bet.
in my
Reading
life."
that, I
You
bet
go,
it just sounded
Yes.
so dumb.
They thought it was going to be such a flop and it was going to like tank his career.
And I just
Big
heard-
Fat Greek Wedding was a $5 million independent movie. Didn't think anything of it, and
Isn't
it
that
became
crazy?
the biggest romantic comedy of all time.
I remember you brought that on the tour bus.
Yeah,
Like,
and it wasn't even that
watch
funny.
This movie. It's
it was a
never gonna come
VHS
out.
tape. I'm like, check this
Oh
out.
my gosh.
And I'm like, that's it.
Incredible. I love
Who knew?
it. Okay, this is my last question. Who would win Cocktail Wars if you two actually competed against each other?
That would be interesting.
You have to do it.
I think this is what would happen. Joey would ultimately win because I would overthink things like, I'm going to do this.
I'd be a simple
and then at the end, it
creative.
wouldn't get, it
Yeah.
wouldn't be right. It wouldn't taste right. And then he would do something simple and just win the whole thing with
That's
a
what
Jack and
happens.
Coke.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
I've done that before. I've done that with a grilled cheese before.
Yes,
That's
exactly. You
fun.
did. Yeah.
How many episodes are there going to be of this
10
show?
right now.
This season.
10.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Everybody be sure to check out Cocktail Wars on E and catch Joey in
Yeah, and
and
Juliet.
Juliet
Juliet.
on Broadway through the end of October. If you're in New York, pick up Lance's new children's book, Mrs. Claus, when it comes out September 29th.
You can pre-order now. Just go to Amazon.
Pre-order now. That makes a big difference for you, right? It's good if people pre-order.
It's great. Yeah.
I'm going to go pre-order
But it's
it right
funny
now.
because, the last book, you really want to, become a New York Times bestseller, right? So
Yeah, of course.
they wanted it. And so we did get that. And now the second time, I'm like, I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah,
I got
you
that
did
title.
it.
It's like, okay, I don't care about
That's exactly
busting
how
my
I feel
butt
about
anymore.
NSYNC. If we ever go back together, we're not looking for a new album. We don't need to do any
No.
music. That's all old stuff. We've done that already.
You've done it. It would it would really be for the fans. It would really be, well, and for you guys, I'm sure, but.
I mean, I like to perform. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That'd be
you're-
funny. We're doing it just for you. Yeah. And they just put us on strings and just pull us. We're just in there.
The strings. I can't. I feel like I'm reverting back to 15 now too. Thank you guys so much for coming on.
you.
This was
My
really
pleasure.
fun. I'm Kaitlyn Bristowe. I'll see you next Tuesday.